You join me today in central Portugal in a rural village pretty much in the middle of nowhere. All I have with me is a shortwave radio, and what I want to do is show you UVB-76, otherwise known as the buzzer. This is a Russian channel marker that's on the air pretty much 365 days a year, 24/7, except for certain periods of downtime or when it sends a voice message. It's operated by the Russian military and it's really easy to hear, and you really don't need much equipment to do it. So I'm in this churchyard, as I say, in rural Portugal, miles from pretty much anything, with a XH Data D808. This is a really cheap and easy to get hold of shortwave radio, and I'm hoping tonight we'll hear the buzzer. Now, the sun is just going down over the horizon, which means the grey line is approaching, and as that grey line approaches here, pretty much the same as it does up in Manchester, my hometown, we should start to hear the buzzer emerge from the ether. Now, this thing has gained a huge cult following, especially since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and it's on the air all the time. It's often trolled by music, so you never know what you're going to hear. But we still have a certain amount of daylight, and that's no good for receiving the buzzer signal. So I'm going to come back as the grey line sweeps over us and take another listen in darkness, and hopefully we'll hear the buzzer. Okay, so I'm back at the church. It's about an hour later, the sun has gone down and it's really dark. It's eerily quiet round here. All you can hear is crickets and the dogs barking in the distance over the village and over the fields. So I'm up here at the church. I've got the XH Data D808 with me, and this is all we need to hopefully receive the buzzer. And I hope this actually works, and well, the fact that you're watching this video is probably proof that it has worked. I was going to go up to Mount Alvejezra, which is just over the back of me, but the wind is far too strong up there, and there is a transmitter site up there which tends to overload the signal reception on this radio, so we'll have to make do with this village church. So all we need to do is switch on the radio, which I've already done. I'm on night vision because it's really dark and the normal camera isn't up to scratch in these sorts of conditions. And we just need to find 4625 kilohertz. We need to press the button to change between normal mode, which is AM, and USB, because the buzzer signal is in USB mode, and it really should be as simple as that. So the radio is switched on, we're in USB mode, and I'm just going to tune over to 4625 kilohertz, which I've done. And if we turn up the volume, there you go. So it really is as simple as that. That is the buzzer coming from Russia. This signal is on the air pretty much 24/7, as I said in the introduction, and it's a really eerie signal. It's not being trolled tonight. When I was up the mountain last night trying to film this video, it was being trolled by some sort of gaming music or something like that, and it does happen quite often. But yeah, the grey line has approached in our favour and is now bringing the signal in at a reasonably decent level for a radio such as this. A dedicated shortwave radio with something like a long wire would receive much better. But just on the telescopic, on this radio, we are receiving the signal quite well. So this signal isn't audible here in the daytime, and it's not audible in most of this part of Europe during the day. As I said, as daylight comes to an end, the grey line sweeps over us and night falls, the buzzer appears from the ether. And it's actually been on the...